Okay. Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? I hope everyone's having a good Sunday here. Okay. Oh, wrong date. I had it for Friday, but today's Sunday. I messed that up. My bad. Sorry everyone on that. It's Sunday, not Friday. Messed that up in the title because I'm just so used to starting on Fridays. Okay. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Okay, so we'll do a nice fun stream. I'll answer, you know, I'll try to answer the vast majority of questions that people ask me on this stream. We'll do some activities and stuff like that. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll talk about some of the problems that this game is having right now, too. Okay, let me just make a tweet here, too. Okay, there we go. Put out on Twitter and everything. Oh, thank you, Mr. Frog, for the donation. Thank you, man. Here. Okay. Okay. My Sunday's going good, boss. Thank you for the, donation, too. Okay, since we're up here on the mountain, why don't we do, why don't we do Flacco's missions here? I recently found out, I am one of your top comments throughout the YouTube app. I'm glad to be a super fan of yours and hope Reddit Online gets what it needs. Thank you, Mr. Waifu. Thanks, man. Thank you, Alvinor. Hey, Professional, you're about expanding content. In the summer of 2021, I decided to upload plane spotting. To my surprise, it gathered hundreds of views. That's good, Alvinor. You did something different and your channel is growing from it. Well, thank you, Avery J, for subscribing. Professional, can you save Reddit Online? No, I can't. The community can. I'm just one person. If the entire community bands together, I think it can possibly save it.
Hey, I know you took care of that thing. You're okay, you know?
Boat theft. Haven't done this in some time.
The frozen end up here. There's ice everywhere. We're trapped. Frozen solid. I'm going crazy. I hate it. Well, as soon as this melts, I ain't sticking around. I get in a boat, ride the spring thaw all the way to Valentine. But I need you to get me that boat. They got some over by Window Rock. Get it, and I put food on your plate. Okay? Good. Damn it.
The major drawback is that it required me to spend $14.40 on a camera as well as camera gear. No, I understand. You know, that's what you're doing. You're taking pictures, videos, and it's gonna be kind of expensive. You know, for me, when I started expanding content, I had to, like, you know, buy a lot of different, like, outfits and stuff like that, or, like, trying to make costumes for the characters. So that was, like, an expense that I added on myself, but I didn't regret it because it creates a very interactive experience. Like, I wanted to make, like, my channel, like, different than, like, a lot of other people that do playthroughs, and I thought to myself, you know what? Like, why don't I try to dress up as the characters? That would be really unique. Like, almost nobody does that. And so, people really like that, and I'm still doing that to this day. Pro, is GTA Online overrated? I wouldn't really say that it's overrated, but I would say that there's, like... The term overrated I wouldn't use because it is a good game, but what I would say is that there's an insane amount of, like, GTA Online fanboyism. Like, it's just really bad. Like, there are people out there who think that, like, GTA Online is, like, the best game ever. Out of all the games ever released, and they think that every single other game sucks. And I've encountered a lot of people like this. I mean, the perfect example of this is, I mean, just look at the whole hashtag Save Red Dead Online campaign. You had, like, GTA Online players, like, lashing out at Red Dead players, like, you know, attacking them over it. It's like, why are they getting so upset over it that people are trying to encourage Rockstar to make an update for Red Dead Online? So that was the, you know, I wouldn't say GTA Online is an overrated game, but I would say that there's a lot of people that, like, defend it way too much. Like, they will refuse to, like, point out any kind of problems with the game. If you try to bring up any kind of problems in GTA Online, they'll be in denial. They'll deny that the Oppressor Mark II is a problem, they'll deny that the orbital cannon is broken, they'll deny that PvP in that game is broken. You know, I'm happy to admit the good things in GTA Online, but I also admit the bad things. But there's a lot of people out there that don't want to admit the bad things. Put English subtitles? Well, I put English on my, like, you know, on the language when I do it. There's really no way for me to put English subtitles in a stream. Do you think Rockstar will respond to the Red Dead situation? Probably not, because they almost never respond. But if Rockstar does respond to the Red Dead situation, they are not going to acknowledge it. What they're instead probably going to do is they'll probably just make a post on the newswire and say, hey, you guys got an update coming out in like a month or two or something like that. That's what their response might be. They will not acknowledge the Save Red Dead Online thing. They won't say, we understand players are unhappy. They'll just probably post info about a new update. That's probably what their response will be, if anything. Because Rockstar didn't respond to the clowns in 2020, remember that? When that blew up on Red Dead Online, and then like 2 weeks afterwards there was an update. So, I don't, you know, they didn't respond to it at all, but Rockstar would have to be stupid to not realize it. Been playing through the original PS2 release of Vice City, having a lot of fun, though the frame rate is quite subpar by today's standards. Yep. It's just unfortunate that there are so many, like, you know, kids out there that, like, have never, like, played the old GTA games. They've never played them. Just because it's an old game doesn't mean it doesn't deserve to be played. Oh yeah, I'll play Red Dead Redemption 1, I just don't know when. Man, this is a really far ride for just this one mission. Okay. Wait, this makes no sense. Flacco said that he wants a boat so that he can get out of here. Why does he need 2 boats? That makes no sense. Okay, I'm also playing with free aim, so I'm not gonna use auto aim. Okay. Okay, there we go. I guess I'll take one of these boats. I really wish that you could actually buy one of these boats and actually just spawn them. I don't know why that still isn't in the game. I stand with you, man. Save Red Dead Online. Well, thank you, Redbeard, the gamer. You're, I've seen your channel before. I know you're a Red Dead, mostly a Red Dead channel. So I've seen you before. Okay. I'll let you go first here. Yeah, and I don't know I don't honestly know what the critics' problem is. Because, you know, why are people getting mad about Save Red Dead Online? I don't understand. The community's reception has mostly been positive, but some people get mad, which I don't understand why. Oh god, ooh. Oh. Bro, you really think Rockstar devs go to work every day just to work on GTA Online and nothing else? Just GTA only? You must be delusional. No, I don't think that they just work on GTA Online, but that is right now at the top of their priority list. Why do you, like, and look, I understand that there's, like, a pandemic going on, and I understand that, I do appreciate the super chat, but I understand there's a pandemic going on and that they can't, like, oh, you want to get in the, canoe? Hang on, I'll stop for you. But at the same time the current's taking me downstream. Here's the thing about that the problem with that argument that you just made before. If there's, you know, if these, like, if Rockstar's not able to, you know, make updates, for instance, because of the pandemic, then explain this to me. Why did GTA Online get a map expansion in Cayo Perico in December of 2020, and Red Dead Online only got a bounty hunter expansion with 10 new ranks? And then, what was it, July of 2021, GTA Online got a massive tuner update. What did Red Dead Online get? Bag missions. December of 2020, GTA Online got Franklin and Lamar came back with 2 huge stories. Dr. Dre story, Franklin and Lamar story, a new business, a new property, new missions, payphone missions, new vehicles, new abilities. Why did that GTA Online get that, and Red Dead Online got nothing? You know, I don't count the Call to Arms maps as DLC. Okay, I'm gonna wait like 2 minutes here before I deliver this boat. You know what's crazy? If you follow this water, eventually this will take you to Flatiron Lake. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but it will take you to Flatiron Lake. Oh, what the? Great, the boat. I want Rockstar Games to bring GTA 4 to current console so bad. That was my favorite in the series. I'm sick of breaking out my old PS3 just to play it. Oh, I agree with you, Mike. You know, the PC version of GTA 4 is so much better than, like, PS3 and Xbox 360 version. Like, the graphics are just so much better, and the frame rate just runs so much nicer on PC. So I really, you know, Rockstar should be able to just remaster GTA 4 on the PS4 and the Xbox One even. Like, you don't even have to make a PS5 version. You can just make it on the PS4. And it'll be a nice remaster there. I recently got the GTA Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. I'm liking the playing through the games. I'm glad they fixed the glitches. They didn't fix all of the glitches, but they did fix a lot of the annoying glitches in San Andreas, but most of the game-breaking glitches, I haven't encountered them. Here we go, I'm gonna deliver this. Will I do a walkthrough of GTA 5? Yes, when Expanded and Enhanced comes out. I'll do it. And also, I want to be clear that I don't really even blame the Rockstar devs for, like, the lack of the updates on Reddit Online. Do you know who I do blame? I do blame the Rockstar bosses, the people at the top, and the CEOs, because a developer only can do so much. Even if I'm sure there's some developers that want to work on Reddit Online. How do I know this? Because there are developers who have spent years and years making Red Dead Redemption 2, and they'd love to make more content for this game, and it probably breaks their hearts just to see the game just thrown in the garbage like this. But because of the bosses from Rockstar Games and Take-Two, they're like, nope, you know, GT Online first. You know, that's where our shark card money comes in. We're gonna screw everything else over. Will I make a Donald Love video? Yes, I will. I'm about to finish another lore video. Like, I'm 95% done with a lore video. It's gonna come out very soon. It's gonna be like an hour long. And then there's gonna be another lore video coming out very soon right after that. So, I'm almost done. And then I'll eventually get to the GTA 3 lore and the, I'll make a Vic Vance video, yes. Is anyone else joining the posse? No more room in posse. Okay, Chaz, thank you. I will make room. And let's hope Grove Street Games doesn't remaster GTA 4. Well, thank you, Kevin, for the super chat. Oh, and thank you from Achievement Chris. I'm sorry I didn't see your super chat earlier. Ain't it ironic the principles get reversed when Red Dead Redemption Online was more popular than GTA 4 Online and had a lot more content, no complaints. Ain't it ironic the principles got reversed? Yeah, well, I do miss the original. I might stream the original multiplayer Red Dead Redemption one day, because I did have fun playing that one too. But you know, I remember those days when, you know, Red Dead Redemption 1 multiplayer and GTA 4 multiplayer. There really was no what do I say, microtransactions at the time. Think if Rockstar stock drops next week, they'll talk. Well, Rockstar doesn't really have stock. It's Take-Two Interactive. That's their publisher. But if the stock keeps dropping, they might be looking into what's causing it. Pro, you know nothing about game publishers and what their role is. No, they are not telling Rockstar don't update Red Dead Online. You do realize that gaming publishers oftentimes will dictate to their developers on what to do, right? Why do you think that a lot of games come out so glitchy? Do you know why a lot of games come out glitchy? Because the publisher rushes the game out. That's exactly why. The developers know how glitchy the game is, and they try to tell the publisher, but the publisher doesn't listen, and so they rush the game out. I mean, look at, for instance, the GTA trilogy. Look at how buggy that game was. Do you honestly think that they allowed that game to just be released like that? It was Take-Two Interactive. Take-Two Interactive was like, no, we want a release before the holidays, because they knew that people were going to buy the game. The same thing happened with the Battlefield games, where EA would just rush them out before they're ready, and the games would be so glitchy. Okay. We do got a big posse now. Yeah, I don't think anybody can really use the pandemic to blame Red Dead Online's lack of content on it, because if it was the pandemic, like I said, why did GTA Online get 3 major updates during that time? And Red Dead Online got barely anything. Okay, where's the boys over here?
Good work out there. I guess you ain't completely stupid.
Oh, King of the Castle in 10 minutes? Okay, we can do that.
I mean, you'd spit shine my boots if I asked you to. Do anything I say, right? Lucky.
I don't know,
This is
Pars.
a
I mean,
jailbreak.
anything is really
Lots of
possible,
lockers
but,
and
you know, I don't
diamonds.
have much hope in
Old Roy
Rockstar
got
anymore.
caught, so old Roy
Thank you,
didn't
Android,
save
for the
him.
super
You
chat.
can do that, can't you? The moral of the story is don't get caught, ain't it?
No, I agree with you, Ben. The problem is the bosses that are at the top, like the bosses of Rockstar, the people at the very top of Rockstar, and the people at Take-Two Interactive. They are to blame for the lack of content. The developers aren't really to blame. On the topic of publishers rushing devs, Halo the Master Chief Collection 2014 was buggy and fixed 4 to 5 years later. Microsoft rushed 343 then. Yep. Because Halo was like the best-selling Microsoft game, isn't it? And it's like the best-selling Xbox exclusive, I think, right? And so it's they rushed that out because they wanted that to sell as quickly as possible, and then it just would turn into a disaster. Take-Two stocks didn't drop because of Red Dead Redemption 2 updates. Oh, I understand, and thank you for the super chat, Mr. Wayful Grids. I understand that there's other factors at play, but it could also be a possibility that, like, right when this Save Red Dead Online hashtag happens, the stock just starts falling, too. So I'd like to think that it at least is part of it.
You here to break me out this joint? Psalm 30. He was always a prick to me.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I might do more videos on Hitman.
Good to be free. All right. More of them.
Take him to the Saints Hotel, but that's like, okay. Oh, I think this is the one where he has to get his stuff back,
More
right?
deputies. Hey, come on.
I've been watching a lot of your lately, and honestly seem like a nice and chill person. Your Let's Plays are so relaxing. Keep it up, man. Thank you, Drunk Bottle Maniac. Thanks, man. Do you think Take-Two might do give something to Red Dead Online after the stocks keep dropping at a certain level? Well, I mean, the stock can only drop so much, so it's I don't think it's gonna keep dropping. But like I said, you know, Red Dead Online isn't the only reason that it's dropping. There's other factors in play too. But I'd like to think that Red Dead Online is one of the reasons, because this whole, you know, protest that went really public. Bro, you're the best Rockstar Games YouTuber. Thank you, Ahmed. Thanks, man. Are you... No, I wasn't aware of that, Mario. Thank you, Tricky Mario. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Rockstar does need a competitor, definitely, at this point. Thank you for your time and effort for all your videos, bro. I hope that one day Rockstar will be the same as they used to. They also were my favorite company, Save Red Dead Online. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Eris. Thank you for the super chat, man. I do really appreciate it. What currency is that? Thank you, man. Special shout out there to Eris. Eris there. I do miss the old Rockstar when, you know, they actually focused on single player a lot of times, and they weren't like they weren't just so obsessed with the online and microtransactions. Thank you, Emil, for subscribing. And thank you, Light, for subscribing also. How many hours do you have Red Dead 2 and GTA 5? And GTA 5 is like 450 days, something around there. Red Dead Online, I don't know. Is there even a way for me to tell how many hours I've had on this game?
Enjoy this. They got us pinned down. Look there. It's my posse. I think we've seen the last
It's not
of
just
them.
Rockstar. Ubisoft is also is worse.
Blood and horses.
No, I wouldn't really agree with that. While Ubisoft does have its problems, for instance, when they did Watch Dogs Legion Online, Watch Dogs Legion Online had a roadmap, and they explained what was going to come out to the game, when it was going to come out, and they gave kind of, detailed answers, and they actually responded to people on their official Watch Dogs Legion Twitter, where Rockstar never responds to people.
Let's go. Come on.
Still no Red Dead 1 walkthrough, and you said you would do it in summer of 2021. I'm sorry, Donovan. I've been busy with just a lot of different games, but I haven't forgotten that one, and I will do it. I will do a playthrough of that. You'll see it. I'll do it. Hey, Pro, do you like the song Grand Theft Auto by the Shooters on Lips 106? Did you know it's actually the theme song for theme song for the first 2D GTA? No, I didn't know that, and I'm trying to think which song that would be. Thank you, Awesomeness, for supporting my channel again. I did play Mafia Definitive Edition, and I played Mafia 2 before on the channel, but I might do an updated playthrough of Mafia 2 with a Vito outfit. Why are you waiting at the waypoint? Because Red Dead Online is a really stupid system where the longer that you take, the more money that you get. I know, it doesn't make sense, but that's the way Red Dead Online is. So if you actually waste time, you get paid more money instead of completing the mission faster. Oh, is that the rap song, Mr. Waifu? Yeah, this is the most amount of outrage that I've ever seen on Red Dead Online. Good evening, Patrick. I have two questions. Why did you name your horse Samson, and what will you play after Vice City? Well, Samson is just a generic name. Like, I couldn't really think of something. I might change it, but that was just a name that I just thought of. I didn't really know what to name my horse. I'm terrible with naming stuff. So, And what will I play after Vice City? I don't know, Bell. Maybe Sleeping Dogs, or maybe Red Dead Redemption 1. I'll have to see. Oh, okay. Thank you for the super chat there, P. I'll look at that a little bit later then. Oh yeah, I will do a bully playthrough one day. Yeah, I'll do a walkthrough of it, but I don't think that Expand and Enhance is going to be worth it. I think that it's gonna be a ripoff. That's my prediction. The funniest cutscene in the Contract DLC when Lamar roasts Franklin. I have the Black Arabian horse. Oh, okay, Tar. Yeah, so this is how stupid Red Dead Online is, that you have to literally wait to get paid more money. So the second the timer gets to 7 minutes, I'll deliver it on the guy. I'm so glad the community is making a massive push against Take-Two, because I finished the story and have about 100,000 grand in the game, and I don't have anything to spend it on. Yep. That's the situation. I mean, look at me, for instance. I don't even play the game that much, and I have $181,000, 617 gold. So, like, you know, there's just nothing to spend money on in this game. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you saved me, all right. I guess I owe you.
You owe me for that time wasted also. Damn, this is so dumb how in Reddit Online, the more time you waste, the more money you get. Any more stories from Retail Pro? Love to hear all the rants about stupid managers and greedy corporate. I can relate. I'll try to think of something, Maf. I don't want to tell a story that I've already told, though. Let me start up King of the Castle, then. I'll join that. What's the name of the coat your character is wearing? I don't know, but I'll check the name of it after this. I know, Helion. It's in GTA as well. It needs to be changed. The faster you complete a mission, the more money you should get paid. It shouldn't be based on how much you waste. That's just how much time you waste. It makes no sense. Maybe if I get to it, Hassan. Let me see here. Let me change my. I'm gonna have to change my aiming back to auto aim. Okay, good shot there, Ninja. Oh, there's some pretty high levels here. This is gonna be kind of brutal. Okay, let's see. Where is this gonna spawn then? No, they're not gonna add something like a bicycle machine gun to Red Dead Online. That would just be so out of place. I beat Red Dead Redemption 2 story before I played the online. Okay, you guys go. I'm gonna try to hold them back, okay? And this Springfield rifle is really good with the express ammo. Probably best to reset this challenge here. Can I do Mafia 2 and 3? I did Mafia 2 in the past, but I could do it again one day. I did it like over 2 years ago, so there's a possibility I could do it again. Oh, he got me that time. Okay. Yep, when somebody uses Slippery, that's why I have the semi-automatic shotgun on my class. Always when somebody uses Slippery, I pull it out for that. Good work, guys. Yeah, this class combination usually works pretty well if I'm not fighting like tank players. This class does work pretty well. Okay, yep. Too slow to pull out the shotgun there. Damn. Okay. Coming back in. Help defend the castle, more like help defend Red Dead Online. Ah, great. I got flanked. Castle's probably gonna be the saloon at one point. Out there with the shotgun, careful on that. I'm ready for this. Ah, not good, not good. Yeah, the semi-automatic pistol's not that accurate. Hello, Pro in chat. How's everyone tonight? It's good, gamer. How are you, man? When people use slippery, they don't expect you to use a shotgun, and that gets them pretty annoyed when that happens, when you use it. The grave is the, Ah, great. How did that not hit him either time? It's kind of crazy that didn't hit him at all. Good work, everyone, holding it down. All right in the center now. Yeah, Springfield rifle is a really underrated rifle. Not a lot of people use this thing in PvP. Good work, everyone. Kind of stupid there. When I get shot with a shotgun, I like instantly flinch, but he didn't. Okay, good work, everyone. Nice work, guys. No, we're winning. What GTA antagonist do I think is the most evil? Oh, that's easy. Dimitri in GTA 4. Do you know that other stations in GTA 4 lost songs when the game turned 10 years old? Liberty Rock Radio lost tracks by ELO, David Bowie, and more. Yeah, and my favorite station in GTA 4 was Vladivostok FM. That was my favorite. That was my favorite one. Good work, everyone. Thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, I know. I know there. I don't know what Rockstar's problem is. The community's trying so hard to get Rockstar to make another update, but oh, hi, I'm new to your channel. Hi, Joe. What's up, man? They called cheating? What? What cheating? I shot them fair and square. They killed me fair and square too. I don't know what they're talking about. Who is more evil, Claude or Dimitri? I'd say Dimitri, just because he tries to get friendly with people. Claude doesn't really do that. And also, for people wondering what class I was using for that, how I was using the Springfield rifle, which this gun, very few people use this in PvP. When do you see somebody kill somebody with this thing in PvP? You almost never see it. But I do like using this thing to kill players in PvP. And the main reason that I like using this thing is because it has range, and also because it has damage. This thing does a little bit more damage than the bolt-action rifle, and I use express rounds, which those already do more damage. And so what I do is I run the I run focus fire. When Deadeye is active, you and your team members deal a lot more damage. If more than one member of your team has this ability active, the effects do not stack. So whenever I was in Deadeye, my teammates were also doing more damage, and I was doing more damage. So that's why you saw me go into Deadeye when I was using this thing. And so I would two-shot people to the chest with this thing pretty quickly doing that. So even if somebody's trying to pull out tonics, I can take out their health really quickly with the Springfield rifle. I don't even need to go for headshots. I don't need the headshot spam like other people. I can just go for the chest. And so that's what I run. I hate headshot spam personally. I don't like that. I like aiming for the body. Who is the most evil, Micah or Dimitri? Still Dimitri is still more evil than Micah. Do you know why? Because at least Micah isn't a coward. As bad as Micah is, at least Micah will go out and fight. But Dimitri will just run away. He'll just manipulate and try to get others to do the killing for him, and he'll run away, and he'll be a total coward. At least Micah kind of accepted his death when he died. Where Dimitri was just begging for his life. So that's Oh, Micah's definitely a psychopath. Who's more evil, Zakhaev, Makarov, or Shepard? Makarov. Yeah, I'd say Makarov is the most evil. Makarov plotted to start World War III, which he did. Zakhaev, he fired like nuclear missiles at the he fired nuclear missiles at the West at the end of Modern Warfare 1. But I don't think that Zakhaev would want to start a World War III because he'd probably just want to rebuild Russia with his regime. But Makarov, on the other hand, was bent on like world domination. That's what Makarov wanted. And as for General Shepard, I would say General Shepard is evil, but he's a different kind of evil than like Makarov or like Zakhaev, where Zakhaev and Makarov were always like evil guys. General Shepard was a little bit different. General Shepard, I'd like to think of him as he used to be a good guy that went crazy. That's what I like to think of when I think of General Shepard. He used to be a good guy, but he just went crazy. That's what happened to him. If you want to know why General Shepard betrays you in Modern Warfare, the whole reason that he does that is because General Shepard, while he doesn't make an appearance in Modern Warfare 1, he was the general that was leading the operation to invade Al-Assad's country when before the nuke went off in Modern Warfare 1, and so he lost like 40,000 troops from the nuke, and he kind of went crazy about that, and he didn't think that the rest of the world cared about it. And so he thought that people weren't being patriotic enough and that people weren't loving their country. And so he plotted with Makarov to start World War III so that people would be more patriotic and they would sign up. It's an insane plan. But that was the whole reason why he did that. He wanted to be seen as a hero that like lifts America up and just so that people will be more patriotic. He's insane. That's the thing is. Like where Makarov and like Zakhaev, they were evil, but I don't know if I would describe them as insane. Where General Shepard, I would say he's insane. So it's just I think he was a decent person at one time, but I think he went crazy after that nuke. I think that destroyed his mental state. The GTA 1 theme song from your GTA 3 playthrough is the rap song you always skip when it comes to Lips 106. I was just wondering if you like it. Oh yeah, that song. I know what you're talking about. It's the rap song on Lips. It's the only rap song on Lips, because Lips, yeah, that's the only rap song on Lips. The reason I skipped that song is because that song has copyright. Every single other song on Lips does not have copyright except that one. That's why I always skip it, Awesomeness. Thank you, and thank you, Jordy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Awesomeness. And thank you, Outcast. Makarov is one of the most evil antagonists I can think of. Oh, yeah. Makarov is just pure evil. Makarov's just like a really bad guy.
By the way, I see we have some fresh customers.
Daily challenges. Moonshiner. Made from... Moonshine sold with 5 minutes. I can do all 3 daily challenges in one go, I think. Okay. Who's worse, Salvatore or Sonny Forelli? I'd say probably Sonny. Yeah, I'd say at least Sonny, because Sonny really has no loyalty to anyone. Even though what's his, oh great. These people again. I'm just parlaying right now. Even though Salvatore kind of screwed Tony over at the end of Liberty City Stories, at least he still somewhat liked Tony. Where Sonny Forelli had no loyalty to anyone. Okay, parlayed them both. This is what I like about Reddit Online, is that when you encounter, like, these really toxic people that, like, you can just parlay them. And then they can't kill you for 10 minutes. Okay, the parlay should also affect the, I think the parlay should also affect the Moonshine Wagon, but if my Moonshine Wagon gets blown up, it's whatever. I have plenty of money in this game anyways. Oh, and I had to check the jacket, right. Somebody asked me the jacket, in this, that I'm wearing. I'll check that when I deliver this Moonshine delivery, if the person is still here. Forgot about that,
The time has come, yes?
Worst GTA protagonist? I don't think there really is a worst GTA protagonist. I think all of them are good, even Claude. They're all interesting characters. I don't think there was really any bad protagonists.
I have prepared something superior. Something.
Can you explain what you said when you commented on GTA Men's? You mean GTA Men's video? Sure, I'll explain that in a moment. Let me pull up my comment because I wrote a big comment to him. Let me just make the delivery. Okay, and I'll tell you what I meant. Used to play GTA Online, now only Reddit Online. Started a month or two, but still plenty of content for me, but understand the frustration. Well, thank you, Mobius. Thanks, man, for the super chat. And yeah, it's just this, I have a lot of respect for players that, you know, don't play Reddit Online much, or they don't even play it at all, but yet they'll still acknowledge how that's not fair that Reddit Online is getting screwed over. You know, it should be that, like, GTA Online players and Reddit Online players and, like, you know, the bully fans, the people that want bully too, should stand together and just ask for, like, a, they should ask for, you know, Reddit players to get an update. Everyone should stand together. Here I go. I don't think that they realize that when you parlay, you really can't do much. You can at most stop my horses, which is a bit annoying, but... I don't know why people play like this. Where from Poland are you? Thank you, Harrow, but I'm not from Poland. My parents are from Poland. Am I seriously playing this? Yeah, why not? I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 is already in development right now. Rockstar have allocated a lot of their resources towards it. It's a possibility, Mario. Thank you for the super chat. But you'd think there'd be some kind of announcement at least. As a huge fan of Cars Hip Hop, I really love the contract update and how they bring back Franklin and Lamar. I hope Red Dead Online can get such a huge update as well. Thank you, Drift kids. Thank you, man. And that's good that you're mostly a GTA Online player, but you acknowledge that Red Dead Online players deserve an update. That's very nice of you. Unfortunately, there's like a lot of, you know, GTA players out there that they all they care about is GTA Online, and they're like, I don't care if Red Dead Online gets an update, you know. But thank you for supporting Red Dead Online players' struggle to get an update. Thank you for the super chat. Also,
Traveling.
this part, I've always never liked going up this hill. This part. Yeah, lost some moonshine there. Even if you go up really slow, chances are you're probably gonna lose some moonshine. Well, thank you, Eric, for the super chat. It's really sad that Rockstar Games are doing this to this game. I have fun playing Red Dead 2 story a lot, yeah. And I wish that the online would get some love from Rockstar, but unfortunately it's not at this point. And the thing is, though, is the way... Oh, we've reached 1,000 viewers on the Red Dead stream. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody who's watching. We haven't reached 1,000 viewers on a Red Dead stream in some time. So thank you, everybody, for stopping by. But what I'll say is that if Rockstar has truly abandoned Red Dead Online and they have no plans to release any more content, or if they are going to release content, it's going to be almost nothing, then they have an obligation to tell the community that they're not going to support this game anymore. But they're not even doing that. They're basically pretending. They're pretending like they care. They're pretending like they're going to be updating the game more, but in reality they're not. And it's just really disgusting. Which GTA 5 ending is canon? The Death Wish ending. You know, I don't understand, like, what people were, you know, people kept saying that, like, the contract DLC proves that the Death Wish ending is canon. But the thing is, though, the Casino DLC back in July of 2019 proved that Death Wish was canon, but not too many people were talking about that. But the Casino update in July of 2019, it proved that Death Wish was the canon ending in GTA 5 because when you're, what's the Triad boss's son's name? I forget his name, but when you're driving with him in that one mission and you're driving right near that resort on the coast, he says that I almost died here at this resort. That's what he says, and that's referencing that when you play as Franklin in the Death Wish ending, you kill the Triad boss right as he's pulling out. And you can kill the son as well, but he's optional to kill in that part. So that right there proved is... Oh, Tao was his name. Tao Chang. So Tao already confirmed in the Casino DLC which ending was canon. Thank you, Nightmare, Joe, thank you, Nightmare Joe 2016. Thank you, man, for the super chat. Let me go back to the moonshine business, because you guys are probably not going to want to fight these people that are just being really cheap and annoying, these griefers there. But also, I was going to read that comment. So somebody in the comment section before, they wanted me to tell them what I meant by my comment on GTA Men's video, I believe they meant. Because I did leave a comment. I was just commenting a lot in the last few days, so I have to read my comment. So this is what I said on GTA Men's video for the people that were asking me. Let me pull everybody into my moonshine business so that people aren't fighting those griefers out there. And also, I'm not trying to start drama or anything. I respect GTA Men, and I, respect his opinion, and I like him. But this was just my what I, commented on his video. I said that I kind of half agree, and I understand your perspective, and I agree fully on the lack of communication, but where I don't agree is about the money. If you make the argument that it's more profitable for Rockstar to do GTA Online, you could also make the argument that it's more profitable to milk GTA Online instead of releasing GTA 6. Why put more work into a new game when you can milk the old game? You could also argue that it's more profitable to re-release GTA 5 as expanded and enhanced than make GTA 6. Why put more work into a new game when you can re-release the same old game? And let me continue reading this comment down here as Maggie keeps interrupting me. And then I said, note, I don't agree with these positions, but that's the argument you can make when you talk about what's more profitable. Not everything is about money. Yes, I understand they are a business, but they have to have some loyalty to their fans. If a game like Fallout 76 and No Man's Sky can release updates despite their disasters, Red Dead Online very much can. It's very sad when Bethesda does a better job updating Fallout 76 than Rockstar does Red Dead Online. Red Dead Online can be very profitable, but it will take time to build up. GTA Online is as popular as it is because of constant updates. The good updates didn't start until 2015, a year and a half later, and it grew tremendously. While I'm not saying Red Dead would grow at the same way. It has potential, but it will take time to build up. Rockstar is lazy and doesn't want to dedicate that time. They would rather sit there and milk an 8-year-old game. What people should be doing is stop buying gold bars and shark cards. The gaming media is actually finally calling out Rockstar on this. GTA and Red Dead players should be standing together against this, even if you don't play Red Dead Online. If Rockstar is willing to be so lazy with Red Dead Online, can you imagine what they might pull with a new GTA game? Additionally, for the people that don't care about Red Dead Online, could they say the same if it was reversed? I could imagine GTA players would be outraged if GTA Online got month-long events and Red Dead Online got massive updates. So that's there was a person asking me in the comments earlier if I could explain what I meant by my comment on GTA Men's video, and I posted that there. But that's basically what I was my response there. So like, you know, I don't, the choice you make at the end of 5 sucked. It was so obvious that what the correct option was. And 4, the choice was more grade. There was no happy ending. Well, thank you, Peanut, and I agree with you. The endings in GTA 4 were way better than the ending in GTA 5. But anyways, to answer, like, what I meant by my comment with GTA Men's video is that there is, like, you know, people constantly bring up the money argument. They constantly say, like, you know, GTA Online is more profitable for Rockstar, so then therefore, you know, Rockstar should not make content on Red Dead Online, and they should just focus on GTA Online. But if you make that same argument that GTA Online is more profitable than Red Dead Online, and Red Dead Online deserves to get screwed, you could also make the same argument that Rockstar shouldn't release GTA 6, and they should just keep milking GTA Online, since it's easier to do content on that. Because, you know, why put all the effort into making GTA 6 when you could just keep doing an update every 6 months on GTA Online, and people are just going to buy microtransactions? The same people are going to constantly keep buying shark cards, where the same people aren't going to buy GTA 6 twice. And on top of that, you could also argue that expanded and enhanced is more profitable for Rockstar instead of re-releasing GTA 6. So for the people that constantly keep saying that GTA Online is more profitable and that you shouldn't get annoyed that Rockstar is screwing Red Dead Online over, can they say the same thing back? That it's more profitable for Rockstar to keep milking GTA Online and re-releasing GTA 5 instead of releasing GTA 6, because the same people that say Red Dead Online deserves to get screwed over because it's less profitable, those are the same people that are constantly complaining for GTA 6. And when you tell them that it's GTA 6 is probably not coming out anytime soon because of GTA Online and expanded and enhanced, they're in full denial. They get all mad. They're like, oh, it's not GTA Online's fault that GTA 6 hasn't come out. It's not GTA Online's fault. That's Red Dead Online's fault. And all this. They completely change the topic. It's such a stupid argument. How is it Red Dead Online's fault that GTA 6 hasn't released yet? It has nothing to do with the series. It's made by the same developer, sure, but it has nothing to do with the series. GTA Online has a lot to do with the series. That's the series itself. The fact that they're releasing Expanded and Enhanced, that shows you that they're not releasing GTA 6 anytime soon. Do you think they're going to release Expanded and Enhanced and GTA 6 in the same year? No, they're releasing Expanded and Enhanced in 2022 because they're hoping to support the game for more years to come on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. So that's what I was just basically saying. You know, is I was calling out the hypocrisy, the massive hypocrisy of, like, I see these people that are just constantly saying that, you know, Red Dead Online isn't as profitable as GTA Online and deserves to get screwed over. But they don't talk about those things. They don't talk about how, you know, you could argue, and I don't agree with these positions. I don't. But I'm just saying you could also make the same argument back that it's more profitable to keep milking GTA Online instead of milking GTA 6. But they don't use that argument. They just say the same thing that, oh, you know, Red Dead Online isn't as profitable. And, you know, not everything is about money. Like, it's just, that's the thing, is you have to have some loyalty to your fans. I understand that they're a business and they make money, I'm not an idiot, but at the same time is, you got a whole community of players, you know, thousands and thousands of people that play Red Dead Online and want an update to this game. Why should Red Dead Online be screwed over just because, what, it's a smaller community? That's not fair. That doesn't make sense. That's not okay. You know, if a developer like Bethesda, despite all the disasters they've had with Fallout 76 and the No Man's Sky people, if they can, you know, release updates on their game, despite the disasters they've had, there's no reason that Red Dead Online can't do the same. So that's just the way that I see it. I don't think that it's, I don't think that it's fair. I also really don't like it how I've seen some comments of people that, you know, tell me that if I was Rockstar, I would be just doing GTA Online because it makes the most amount of money, and I'd say no, I wouldn't. And do you know how I know that? Because look at my channel. If you look at my channel, I had gotten the most amount of subscribers and the most amount of views when I did GTA Online content. But I expanded my content into other games, I started doing other content, and my view count dropped. I had a lot less subscribers, I had a lot less views, and I had probably a lot of people that unsubscribed when they saw that I wasn't doing GTA Online as much anymore. And so my view counts dropped dramatically. But that didn't stop me from doing new content. I kept doing new content because I wanted to do new content, and this is what I like doing and enjoy doing. And so I took that hit on my channel because I wanted to do other content, and it took, like, you know, a year and a half, but a year and a half later, and my channel has come out pretty strong. I'm growing. I'm at over 1 million subscribers now, despite people telling me that I would fail when I would stop doing GTA Online. And look at where I am here. So, you know, the people that tell me that I would, you know, if I was Rockstar, I'd do the same. No, I wouldn't. Okay, let me start up a... Are these griefers still out there? Yeah, these losers are still out there. I wouldn't be surprised if they're sitting right outside the moonshine business just waiting. Can one of you guys find a new session? Can one of you guys find a new session and just invite us? And I'll just take the whole posse in that new session, because if I just drop the posse now, it's gonna spawn you guys outside, and you guys are gonna have to deal with those people.
Prices at the moment, they are terrible. You should discuss with Maggie. There must be a way to get cheaper ingredients.
I saw your comment on that Hotel Hell episode with the owner saying he made the hotel for himself. Can I get a comment from you on that? I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the video where Gordon Ramsay goes to the hotel that's like themed like a sports car. That's the one. Well, in that one, the manager says, I made the hotel for myself. That's what the manager says. And that's the problem with it, because it's your business. You have the right to run your business how you want, but your business is meant to appeal to the customers. It's not meant to be how you want it exactly. It's meant to appeal to you. It's meant to appeal to the larger audience, the customers. And so the guy's hotel was just terrible, and it was really overpriced. Have you noticed, like, that? I remember that episode. Like, Gordon ordered like pizza and like soup and stuff like that, and there was like a bathtub in the living room too. Like that. What kind of idiot designed that hotel? I don't know, like, you know, what the guy was doing with that. I don't even know much about hotels, and I can tell you the guy who made that did not know what he was doing. Thank you, Mr. Devil Gaming, for sponsoring the channel also. Hey, Pro, I'm new. Hope you have a great day. Hey, Mehmed. Thanks, man. I hope you have a great day as well. Okay, did I get an invite? Can one of you guys invite when you get the chance, and I'll just take the whole posse into a new lobby. Just so we don't have to deal with those toxic players. The Witcher games? Maybe one day. Well, stop, oh, thank you, Chas, for the invite. If people stop playing Red Dead Online, I don't think that's really gonna do anything, because if people stop playing Red Dead Online, the numbers of the... Rockstar sees the amount of people that stop playing it is dropping, and they're gonna be less inclined to do, more content on the game. So GTA Online will probably end up getting more attention because of that, if more people stop playing Red Dead Online. And for the people that stop playing Red Dead Online, I don't blame them at all. I'm not, like, you know, criticizing them at all. I don't blame them. You know, it's just really unfortunate what the developer has done. Yeah, I don't know why developers don't make more roadmaps. Like, why is, like, there are so many developers out there that make roadmaps. Why is it so hard for Rockstar to make a roadmap for, like, Red Dead Online? Why is that so hard for them to do that? I don't understand. They're such a terrible developer when it comes to communication. Yeah, stop buying gold and stop buying shark cards. That's probably the best thing that you can do, is stop buying gold and stop buying shark cards. No, I never played Red M. You don't know there's a game called The Sopranos? No, I know. I have the Sopranos game. I have it on the PS2, and I beat it too when I was a kid. It's called The Sopranos Road to Respect. But what I'll tell you about that game, about The Sopranos Road to Respect, is that game is good and bad at the same time. Oh, Yo Junie, can you do a parlay and I'll activate it? Ninja, do a parlay. Okay, I parlayed them. Every single time they kill you guys, just activate the parlay and I'll accept it. And then they can't bother us for 10 minutes and just keep doing that. Would you replay Mercenaries or Mafia 2 again? I feel like you could give a lot more insight and commentary. Yeah, I'm definitely up for replaying Mercenaries and Mafia 2. Mercenaries is like my favorite PS2 game of all time. So I would definitely play Mercenaries again. I would just have to figure out how I would make Matthias's outfit. That's how I would have to figure out how to make that, because I do dress up as the characters when I play it. Do you think Catalina is a psychopath? Oh yeah, definitely. But not only is Catalina a psychopath, Claude is as well. Okay. Joe Junie, can you choose a parlay? I'll parlay that person. Hey Pro, how are you? I got a PS5 on the 28. That's good, man. I'm glad you were able to get one. You know something? I actually read an article the other day in which more PS5s are becoming available. And because more PS5s are becoming available, the scalpers are starting to actually get desperate. So they are actually they're starting to lose money, because they're gonna have to start pricing the PlayStation 5s at cheaper, because now there's more available. That's why I've always told people, don't buy from these people. Don't buy from them. Let them sit on their 20 or so PlayStation 5s that they have there and let them lose all their money. Oh, thank you, Simplicity, for sponsoring the channel, man. Thanks. Thanks, Brett, also for sponsoring the channel. My favorite superhero? I don't know, really. Well, thank you, Lamers, for sponsoring the channel also. Okay, he's on the train. on, come on. Cross the water, cross the water. I think I made a mistake going in here. Parlay again. Yeah, it's just, it's just really sad. And the thing is, I'll tell you, a lot of times these people are doing some stupid off-the-radar glitches. It's just really sad. They can't even fight fair. They have to play like that. Ironically, that actually probably helped me because I spawned away from the stupid river. So that probably did help me. Ironically. Let me turn this on also here. What story do you think is better, Red Dead Redemption 2 story or GTA San Andreas? I don't know, because both of them are kind of equally the same length, San Andreas and Red Dead. Like, San Andreas, I think, is the longest GTA storyline. Is it really? I think other than GTA 4, I think San Andreas, yeah, it's probably the longest story in a GTA game. I don't know, I'd say probably Red Dead Redemption 2 has probably the better story because of just all the twists and the character development. San Andreas, I'm not saying it doesn't have character development, but Red Dead Redemption 2 really focuses on a lot of that. I think it's funny seeing those griefers trying to ruin your stream, man. They need to get a life. Well, thank you, Mario, for the super chat. Thanks, man. I don't know why people do this stuff. You know, people like this, you know, if they devote so much time to griefing when they could just devote that time to actually helping people on this game, you know, maybe helping people get money, complete missions and stuff like that, not wasting time being a scumbag. Who do I think is the worst GTA antagonist? What do you mean by that? Do you mean by worst GTA antagonist, do you mean like the most evil GTA antagonist? Or do you mean like just not a well-written character? Worst by the worst written antagonist. Oh, the worst written antagonist in a GTA game is probably what's his name? Massimo in Liberty City Stories. Massimo, he's the main antagonist in Liberty City Stories. Even though Liberty City Stories had generally a great story, Massimo is the worst written antagonist because he only appears like 2 times in the whole story, just in one mission and then the final one. That's it. There was never really a point where you felt threatened by Massimo. Oh, Optimus did make a video on Reddit Online, did he? I'll have to check that out later. Oh, yep, he did. He did. I will look at his video later. But do you know there's some massive YouTubers that have actually made videos on Reddit Online lately? Some Ordinary Gamers, that guy has like 3 million subscribers. That's like the largest YouTube channel that I've seen that did it. And Yang Yeah also did it. Yang Yeah did a video on the yeah. Who do you think is the weakest GTA protagonist? Devin Weston. Hope these people know I let them do that, just so I can parlay them.
Thank you kindly. This one will keep me company for a little while. To each their due. Money's on the table.
I don't think Devin Weston is really a psychopath because he does care about, Molly. Or psychopath doesn't care about anyone. Devin Weston is just annoying. He's just annoying. That's just what it was. Just annoying billionaire. That's just what it is with him. And we parlay again. I hope he knows that I'm just gonna keep doing that every time he rejoins. Guys, anytime they kill you, just activate the parlay. Anytime, and I'll activate it. Am I worried about the Modern Warfare 2019 sequel? Not really, because Modern Warfare 2019 was a great game. That was like the best Call of Duty that I played in years. Modern Warfare 2019. Like, I hated almost every Call of Duty that came out, but Modern Warfare 2019 I loved. So that was like one of the few Call of Duties that I really liked. So that was I have full hope that they'll make a really good sequel. What did you think of Call of Duty Vanguard? I thought the story was okay, but it was too short. But I'll tell you something. What kind of makes me cringe about, like, Call of Duty Vanguard is the gun customization. Like, I don't like the gun customization in Vanguard. I think that it's stupid. And we parlay again. What I'll say is, the gun customization is, like, so stupid, where it's like, let's see here. In Vanguard, for instance, like, you take the stock off of an M1 Garand, and you put on a round drum on it. How stupid is that, when the M1 Garand is a clip-fed weapon? It does not have a detachable magazine. That's, like, so stupid. What kind of soldier ran around in World War II with, like, an M1 Garand with no stock and a round drum? That's, like, the dumbest thing that I heard. And then they have, like, all these sights that, like, literally look like red dot sights in, like, a World War II game, where in that time period, almost every single soldier used iron sights. There's very few, like, you know, actual sights like that. There's very few telescopic sights that soldiers use. They almost all use iron sights on their weapons. But the thing is, though, is they put themselves in, like, a bad spot, because if they do the crazy gun customization, they're gonna have people that are gonna complain. If they don't do the crazy gun customization, they're gonna have people that are gonna complain. They're gonna say, oh, the customization in Modern Warfare 2019 was better, and all this other stuff. But, you know, what I'll say is that the gun customization in Modern Warfare 2019 I thought was fine, because the guns still looked mostly like they did originally. And it was also that these are modern guns that are in Modern Warfare. They have all these different configurations, all these different, you know, options that you can put on them. There's just so many scopes. It's all possible. But like when it comes to like World War II guns, these guns were designed to fire like a certain way. They were designed to be made a certain way, and like if you try to like change that, a lot of these guns would go really bad. They would not work well if you tried to do that. The one gun that I do like the customization on in Vanguard is the PPSH. That's the one that I like the customization on, because on the PPSH, you can put on a pistol grip on it, and you can put on a foldable stock, and you can basically turn it into a PPSH 43, which is, that was the Soviets' attempt at making an MP40, or their own version of the MP40 with a PPSH barrel. But that's like one of the few times when like the gun customization is kind of okay on the PPSH, but like some of the other gun customization is like really bad. Like when I see these people like run around with like a Car 98 with no stock or something like that and just quick scoping, I'm like, you know, what is this? Like I'm just like you know, thinking to myself like, what kind of gun is this? And sometimes the way that the guns are customized, like the ridiculous customization in Vanguard, when I get killed by these guns and I look at the kill cam, sometimes I can't even tell what gun that was originally, just because of how stupid some of the customization is. I just joined Reddit Online. I have a question. Is the intro a mission in free mode? I'm doing the intro, and I haven't seen a single player yet. That's a good question. I don't know. It might put you in, like, a separate thing until you, yeah, until you complete it. No, I don't think I'll ever run out of games to play. Nico is my favorite protagonist. Worst glitch you encounter on a video game? Thank you, Avin. I would have to really think about that. That's not an easy question to answer. The worst glitch that I've ever encountered in a video game? Okay, I know. I know what the worst glitch I've ever encountered in a video game was. The worst glitch I ever encountered in a video game was GTA Online. The first week that the game launched. There was a glitch where characters would get deleted. And so I played for a few hours, I had a character deleted, I made a second character. And do you know what happened? I played the whole day. The whole day. And that was like when the missions payouts were terrible when GTA Online first came out. The people that played when it first came out, you know what I'm talking about. Like the missions used to pay out like 2,400. It was like bad. And so I spent the whole day playing. I got up to rank 18, I remember. And I finally bought like the two-car like apartment, like the cheap apartment. But that even took me all day to grind. I finally bought it. I customized like an SUV. I think it was the Landstalker. I think it was an SUV. I remember I customized it. I put it in my garage. I went to sleep. I woke up the next day. My character was deleted, and that was because of Rockstar's terrible servers. So that was like the worst glitch I think I've ever encountered in a game. That like I played for the whole day, made so much progress, and then had everything ruined because of their terrible servers. So I think that was the worst glitch I've ever encountered. It was disgusting. Anyone that played GTA Online the first week in 2013, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if Rockstar's gonna respond. We're gonna have to see, because Rockstar rarely responds. Will I do a playthrough of Call of Duty 1 and Call of Duty 2? Maybe. One day I'll do them. I'm trying to look at the chat. I guess some of my moderators aren't on today, but that's fine. Are you playing on PS4 or PS5? I am playing on the PS5, but this is PS4 Red Dead.
Put that away. Guns ain't toys. Christ!
The Leones would win, James. And also, the Leones would win at any time. You don't even have to have it at their height of their power. They would win any time. Do you know how I know? Because they'd use their overpowered shotguns in GTA 3. That's how the Leones would win. They are the most dangerous gang in a GTA game because of the shotguns that they carry. What was that? Well, parlay time. Have I ever played Chinatown Wars? No, I haven't. I know the game, though. It takes place in the same universe as GTA 4 and GTA 5, though. What hat am I wearing? Do you mean in real life or in the game? What about the Forellis versus the San Fierro Triads? It depends. Do you mean like 1992? 1992, probably the Triads would win that. If it was 1980s, the Forellis would win. O'Driscolls versus Ballas, that's not really a good comparison because they lived in different time periods and they both used very different weapons. What is my favorite GTA game? My favorite GTA game is GTA 4. Oh my god, these people. Well, parlay time again. Yeah, they know I'm gonna keep parlaying them, Hayden, but I don't think that they really I don't think that that they're gonna stop though. Most evil Red Dead character, either Micah or Edgar Ross. Yeah, it's not even worth fighting these people. Don't you think the griefers are hacking their way to enter your online session and kill you because the login rate of Reddit Online is high in the session usually? Well, what I think they're doing, Achievement Chris, is I think that they have they have me in their recent players tab, and when you have somebody in their recent players tab, you can keep joining them, which is just broken. And so I don't think they play Reddit Online unless I get on, and then they just join through that. You think Rockstar will give Red Dead Redemption 2 next-gen upgrade like GTA Expanded and Enhanced? I don't know. I don't think so. Because it makes no sense how GTA 5 got it, but Red Dead didn't. Appear offline? What, do you think that's gonna do anything? I don't know if that's gonna do anything. I'll try. What is this? There's something red over here. Oh, it's a snake. Oh, Joe Junie, Burb is friendly. And I'm sorry I didn't see your comment earlier, Helion. If you could comment again, if you're still here, hey man, hey Pro in the... Okay, I'll look at it. What did you say earlier? And I guess I'll just look, I'll look after the stream then. Protect a legendary animal. I might, nah, I don't think legendary animal, I'm gonna do that. Because that activity sucks when you think about it. Protect legendary animal, that's like the worst, the worst free mode event in the game. Yeah, that one sucks. Do you encounter hackers a lot on PC? I'm not playing on PC, I'm playing on PS4. But, from what I hear, people encounter them a lot. Oh yeah, I think Dimitri was definitely a well-written character. Favorite comedian? I don't really have one. I don't watch comedies. I don't. And it honestly really takes a lot to make me laugh. Like, there might be something that somebody says in, like, a game I'm playing that might make me, like, you know, kind of smile, or, you know, I think it's a little bit funny, but it takes a lot to make me laugh. Like, a lot. Will I do a playthrough of the Saints Row reboot? That's up to my fans. Because I will, I said that I wouldn't play the Saints Row reboot. I said that before. And the reason I said that is because I don't like the way the characters are. They look like hipsters to me. They don't look like gangsters. Like, I want to play as gangsters, not hipsters. But, like, the characters in the Saints Row reboot, they literally look like they're going to be late for their next college class, not like they're going to run a gang. So it's like, it just doesn't, I just don't like that. At least there's no aliens and superpowers. But, I do like how they brought back some, like, I do like how they brought back some old activities like insurance fraud and stuff like that. That, you know, I do like. But what I'll probably do is because I have a bunch of Saints Row lore videos coming out. One's coming out really soon. Because I like the old Saints Rows, like Saints Row 1 and 2. I will probably put a poll out, and I'll ask people on the poll, do you want me to play the new Saints Row reboot and, like, say what I want, what I think of it and stuff like that? And, if people say yes, then I'll play it. If people vote no, then I guess I won't play it. So I'll just put it up to the viewers. I can try to play it from a non-biased perspective, but I think that I'm still gonna have some bias because I'm just not gonna just like a lot of the way the characters are. When's the next Vice City part? Probably tonight. What is the most evil thing the boss did and why? What, in Saints Row? The most evil thing the boss did in Saints Row. Maybe burying Shogo alive. But at the same time is that guy was not a saint himself. When I say saint, ironically, I don't mean the gangs, but, yeah, I have more GTA lore videos. It's just I mean, not really. Shaundi wasn't really a hipster. Shaundi was still very much a gangster. Like, she very much was. It's like, honestly, like, the characters that are in the Saints Row reboot, if you honestly want to know, like, what I think of those characters, the characters in the Saints Row reboot, all of them, they seem like those type of people that go to Starbucks after, like, college classes and just go on Twitter and just talk about annoying celebrities. Those seem like the characters to me in the Saints Row reboot. That's, like, what I think of them. So, like, I want to see, like, gangsters. I want to see people like Dex. I want to see people like Julius. I want to see people like Johnny Gat. I want to see people like Troy, even though he was an undercover cop. I want to see people like that. I want to see people like Pierce. I want to see people like Shaundi. I don't want to see, like, people like hipster college kids. I can start up another activity here. They're just gonna keep leaving and rejoining, but I'm just gonna keep parlaying them. Do you like Vice City or Liberty City? I like both of them in their own way. No, I'm not gonna fight them because it's not worth it. Because a lot of them are just using off the radar glitches too. So it's just not worth it wasting time on those people. When and why did Tommy go to prison? Tommy went to prison in 1971 when he was betrayed by Sonny Forelli. Sonny sent him over to Harwood to kill someone, but there was 11 men that was waiting for him. It was an ambush. It was a setup. And Tommy killed all 11 of them. The police showed up. He got arrested. Tommy probably took some type of plea deal without incriminating the family. That's probably why he got sentenced to 15 years. And so a lot of people are probably wondering, how did Tommy go to 15 years in prison for killing 11 people? The reason he probably got 15 years instead of like a life sentence, as ridiculous as it sounds, is it's possible he got 11 counts of manslaughter. That's what it might have been, because it wouldn't have been really murder. I mean, technically, I guess he was planning on committing murder by killing the person that he was going to go over there to, but they probably never proved that in court. They probably just, it was probably based that he went over there and with a gun, and there was other people that ambushed him with a gun. And so he killed them, and that was probably what was argued in court, that they also had guns, and he ended up getting manslaughter counts probably because of that. That's probably what happened.
Hey, partner. Well,
Y'all cry about Red Dead, but you still play. We play the game to support it. We're not crying about Red Dead. We're saying it's not fair that the game isn't getting the same attention as like GTA. No, I didn't see his speech, Mario. Thank you for the super chat. Have I played the Red Faction games? Yes, I played Red Faction Guerrilla and I beat it, and I played Red Faction Armageddon. I love both of those games. I'm gonna go on over to the Moonshine business. I'm gonna see what that's at right now. I remember I bought the supplies before. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Joe Junie, just activate parlay when you can. Parlaying. How did Tommy not get killed by the Forelli family? Because wouldn't they be afraid of him snitching? Okay, I'll answer that question. That question it has an answer, but it's not an answer that you see in like GTA. It's more of an answer when you like just look at like mafias and just how they operate. The thing about it is that people oftentimes mistake like how the Italian mafia works, because the Italian mafia, it's not like a complete dictatorship like people think it is, because people think that the boss has the say in absolutely everything, but that's not the case. There's actually a ranking system with the family. There's the Don, which is the boss. There is the consigliere, I keep pronouncing that wrong, but that's consigliere, which is the advisor to the Don, a very powerful position as well. There's the underboss, which pretty much speaks for itself. Then there's the capo regimes, which are the captains, and then you have the soldiers below that, and then you have the associates. So there's a whole hierarchy system to the mafia. Tommy, at the time of Vice City, before Vice City happened, he was a soldier, so he was already a made man in the family. When you're a made man, it means you're a full member of the mafia. Sonny Forelli was the boss, the Don. Now, the boss cannot kill whoever he feels like killing. He can't do that, because that violates the mafia code. If the boss just kills anyone, even in his own organization, the boss can't kill a made man, even in his own organization, just because he feels like it. For a boss to kill a made man, the boss has to have some specific reason. The made man is either stealing from the boss or the family. The made man is snitching, ratting out the family. But like for what Sonny Forelli did, when he just betrayed Tommy like that, there was no justification for that. There was no reason whatsoever for that. And so, if Sonny Forelli had Tommy killed, Sonny Forelli, remember, he denied all links to the hit. He claimed that he said, I didn't have anything to do with that, with what had happened. And so he denied all of it. Now, if Sonny Forelli was to whack Tommy, that would basically prove to the other families that he broke the Mafia code, and so the other families, the Leones and the Sindacos, might actually go after him for that. So that's why Sonny Forelli sends Tommy Vercetti to Vice City instead of actually sending, letting him be in Liberty City, because he knows that when Tommy's walking the streets in Liberty City, everyone's going to be talking about it again, and so he didn't want that, so he thought, you know what, we're just going to send him very far away from family business. We can't kill him, we don't want him here, but we're going to keep him very far away from family business. And, what's his name? Wow, this mission is glitching out. But that was the whole reason. Save Red Dead Online. Do you think you would do, Skyrim maybe one day? I could play it. Am I gonna get any new games this year? Yeah, I'll get the new Modern Warfare. I will get the new Sniper Elite game. Is there anything else that I'm gonna get this year? I don't know. No, there's no new sniper rifle. I'd love for them to add a Mosin Nagant to this game. I've wanted them to add that gun for so long, but if they add a Mosin Nagant, I hope they don't turn it into a sniper, because I'd like to be able to use iron sights on it too. That's like my favorite bolt-action rifle. Ninja, just parlay. I know it's not confirmed. I know that United. It's not, the new Modern Warfare isn't confirmed. But I think it's pretty obvious that Infinity Ward is going to do Modern Warfare 2 as their next one, because Modern Warfare 1 was so popular and people all want Modern Warfare 2, so they'd have to be idiots to not do Modern Warfare 2. Just shoot them, pro. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my time. Those people just want to... And those people don't even play fair. They're just going to use explosive rounds. They're going to use off-the-radar glitches. It's not worth it. It's just a waste of time fighting people like that. That's why I keep parlaying them. Maybe I would actually fight them if they weren't so cheap. But if they're going to play like this, off the radar, and just all this garbage, explosive rounds, no. No, thank you. It's not worth my time. Let me go on over to the... By the way, guys, is there any events coming up right now? Like, Joe Juni or Saucer, do you guys know about any events that are coming up right now? Like, Let me go to Moonshine Shack here. What happened to Battlefield 2042? Well, I don't think that people were, I don't think that people were expecting it to be that much of a disaster. Like, Battlefield 2042 has to be, in recent times, I'd say, yeah, in recent times, out of all the games that I've played in recent times, Battlefield 2042 has got to be the most overhyped game that did terrible on release. Like, I remember how hyped up that was. That was, like, that was so hyped up.
C'est parti.
Railroad Baron in 7 minutes? Okay, perfect. I know, but I have a full posse here, so they're, I wish there was like an 8-man activity or something that I could do.
Allons-y.
Yeah, I consider Saints Row 2 to be the canon ending for the series. That's what I consider it. I don't consider Saints Row 3 or 4 to be canon in my eyes. The Mosin Nagant is a Russian rifle. Wouldn't make sense in a Wild West game, sadly. Well, DHC, the Carcano is also an Italian bolt-action rifle. That doesn't make sense in a Wild West game, yet it's there. So, I think if they add an Italian rifle, they can definitely add a Russian rifle.
Maggie will have some suggestions, huh? These trees here, I cannot get used to them.
I could play Scarface. I played Scarface like 2 years ago, but I could do an updated playthrough of Scarface with like a Tony Montana suit, me wearing that. I'll do a Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough sometime this year, I promise. I just don't know when.
Customers. Does the current flavor work for them? Have you seen we have some customers with new requests? Does the current batch work for them? Some customers have put in new orders.
Yeah, I don't know if I should even sell this because it's like, the second I try to drive off, like, it's probably gonna get blown up by these idiots in the lobby, these griefers, let's say. Are they still here? Yeah, they're still here. I'm not even gonna get, like, 100 meters down the road without getting blown up. So it's, I'm not even gonna sell that. No, I think the hat is good for me. Would you say you're a Rockstar fanboy? No, not at all. I don't know, I don't know where people would get that idea from, that I'm a Rockstar fanboy. No, not at all. I like, you know, Rockstar games, but I will call out Rockstar, and I'll call them stupid when they're stupid. When they're, when they do the right thing, I'll say that they did the right thing. Do I have a TV show that you're into right now? Not really, no. I was gonna watch Fargo Season 4. Because I watched Fargo Season 1, 2, and 3, and I liked all 3 seasons. But I heard that Fargo Season 4 sucks. Like, a lot of people told me that. But, so that's why I haven't been, you know, yet to watch it. But I think I'll get around to watching it one day. Yeah, Fargo has had Season 4, I think was like, what, 2018 was when Season 4 launched? When did Season 4 launch? But they're gonna have a Season 5 of Fargo, but I'm just waiting for when they make that. Pro, in my opinion, only Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, and Saints Row 3 are canon. Saints Row 3 isn't crazy over the top like Saints Row 4. Saints Row 4 never happened. Saints Row 3 is still a bit crazy. You have a futuristic police force, you have zombies, you have, like, a luchador, like, you know, gang, and, like, a gang of hackers. I mean, I know it's not as bad as Saints Row 4. A Halo playthrough, maybe one day. Professional, I have been watching you since your GTA Online videos. Thank you, man. I generally enjoy Rockstar games, and, like, you know, people like, some people attacked me over playing the GTA Definitive Edition, but, like, I played the GTA Definitive Edition because I did want to see what those games looked like in the Definitive Edition, and also I called it out. Like when the thing was like glitchy as hell, I made tons of videos on the glitches in the Definitive Edition. Do you think the Los Carnales and the Brotherhood are the same gang? There's probably a lot of Los Carnales members that ended up joining the Brotherhood, but no, they're not the same gang. Yeah, I know, Brandon. That was May 2020 when we played together. I'm just waiting for this, this Railroad Baron is gonna be ready soon. Thank you everybody who has stopped by the stream today. I do appreciate it. And you know, hashtag save Red Dead Online. This is like, you know, the most popular Red Dead stream I've done in a while. But like, you know, for the people that say that like no one cares about Red Dead Online, you know, look at these videos. You know, these videos are getting pretty popular. The glitch which caused CJ to fly across that small island made me laugh so much. Yeah, that was the most ridiculous one. I didn't expect that to happen. I thought the glitches were finally over. And then I literally jumped the fence, and I get flung into this island across, and I died instantly. And then remember what happens when I was chasing Ryder? Ryder's like, I'm a genius. And then he just flips the boat and dies. And I didn't even have to kill him. He killed himself. That was just, man. Thank you, Mario, for the super chat. Make sure that if you guys have Twitter accounts, you go on Twitter and you make a hashtag save Red Dead Online. Like, don't just write hashtag save Red Dead Online. Make sure you write something in it. Like, write a few sentences about, like, you know, why you're disappointed with Rockstar and why it deserves an update. And then just hashtag save Red Dead Online. Because Red Dead Online has been trending for a few days. People have been doing it. And I'm so proud of the Red Dead community for standing up and saying this is not acceptable to Rockstar. Rockstar fans love their games and will give praise and criticism when appropriate. Rockstar fanboys will defend them regardless. To the fanboys, Rockstar can do no wrong. Yep. And like the perfect example of that, Fernando, thank you for the super chat, is when people are attacking the hashtag save Red Dead Online. They're saying Red Dead Online is getting like fair updates. It's like, no, it's not. Who says that Red Dead Online is getting fair updates? Who would, you know, take a position like that? But unfortunately, I've seen some comments like that. Okay, here we go. Railroad Baron, I'm joining. What jacket am I wearing? I'll check right after the Railroad Baron, okay? Just make sure you remind me in case I forget. What's your opinion on Are you talking about St. Mark's? The shotguns? Dimitri, because of his manipulation and betrayal, Kevin. Would I rather get the futuristic update in Red Dead Online or nothing? I wouldn't want to see futuristic stuff in Red Dead Online. Which GTA character do you think is the least developed, poorly written? Well, probably I'd say Claude, but Claude still is a well-written character. I know people might find that hard to believe, but he is. It's really hard to look at Claude's personality, but you can see it if you look at him. On the topic of GTA Definitive Edition glitches, I was thinking of Kevin's GTA Vice City speedrun video when CJ was flung into the small island. Thank you, Mr. Waifu. Thank you for the super chat. Oh no. Well, World War I is, like, 16 years away from Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 ended, right when World War I started. I love Saints Row 3 and 4. My only issue with them was that they were called Saints Row. Should have been its own series. Yeah, and I agree fully. I don't think that Saints Row 3 and 4 were bad games by any means. I just don't think they were Saints Row games. That's my position. Yeah, we're really unbalancing these guys. Like, it's, I don't think these guys are even a full posse. It's not fair to the other players. Yeah. This always happens when we join Royal Baron. We join, like, a match where we're just so outnumbering, like, the enemy players, and, they're not organized. Would I like to see Saints Row in the 1990s to play as Julius Little and help Ben King and the Vice Kings to fight the Carnales? I mean, honestly, I would like to see them just do, like, just a reboot of the series. Like, you know, just because if they did that, it would still be in the same universe. I'd like to see, like, you know, just a reboot. And also, if they did, like, a video, like, a game like that, you know, like, what it would... You know, mostly, like, how the game's gonna end. Because Julius is gonna leave the Vice Kings and form the Saints and stuff like that. But I'd like to see like a reboot of the series, just like you don't know what's gonna happen with the characters and stuff like that. And thank you DHC for that super chat, by the way. And thank you Rageful Studios. Any thoughts on the playthrough of Manhunt 1 and 2? Were your thoughts on the franchise? Should Rockstar bring it back? Rockstar is definitely not gonna bring back Manhunt. Because in the people today are just a lot more sensitive than they were so many years ago. And so if they did a very violent game like Manhunt, you would have so much outrage. Like I could see like reviewers like IGN and like Kotaku and like those people, I could see them like giving like Manhunt 3 like a bad review just because of its violence. Not even because it's a bad game, but because of its level of violence. So I could totally see that happening. So like I don't think that Rockstar is going to release Manhunt 3 and today because of just the controversy that it would get. Hey Patrick, do you still know I have not gotten my prison outfit? That's what's wrong with Rockstar. Also, not only save Red Dead Redemption, but save online from Rockstar's mess. Yep. Thank you, Toyota. Rockstar is just a mess of a developer today, you said it. And the worst part is it's happening again with the reboot. A different game, the devs slap Saints Row on the cover just to make sales, yep. Hey Pro, my gamer tag is LC Turok. Can you invite me to your stream? Well, thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Wesley Miller. Do I have you added? If I have you added, I could probably invite you, but I can't invite during the match right now. Red Dead Redemption 2 took place before the first game. We knew the fate of some of the gang, but it was still successful. Yeah, I guess awesomeness. I would just like to see it like I would just like to see like a whole reboot of the series, an actual good reboot, too. Oh, whoa. I actually feel bad shooting these players in the back. They're not even shooting me. Okay. Why a reboot, I may ask? Because, the thing about it is that if they did, like, a prequel to, like, Saints Row, like, if they did, like, a prequel to it, then I'd like for them to declare Saints Row 3 and 4 not canon. Because if I know that that's, like, where Saints Row is going to go in that direction, I'm still, like, not going to be that happy with it. I'd like to see like a reboot with like actual gangsters and stuff like that on Saints Row, because then they could erase all of the stupid things. They could get rid of the aliens and the superpowers, and they could make a whole new universe just for gangs. Yeah, I've played Tom Clancy's games. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Breakpoint, Oh yeah, he got me. That was my mistake for using the Springfield at that close range. Avengers fans made their own roadmap for the devs. What do you mean they made a roadmap for the devs? Can you explain that? What do you mean by that? I'm a bit confused. Ah, great. That's with the Springfield rifle. You gotta be precise. Yeah, I don't know why some people are just, you know, sensitive to violence and just all that stuff today, because it's just, in movies and stuff like that, like, why are people getting upset about that? It's fiction. It's not real life. It's, you know, it's a movie and a video game. So I don't know why people get so upset over that. Does Playa talk in Saints Row 1? In a few missions he does. No, Claude has no morals. It sucks that GTA 4 shares GTA 5's silly universe. And the thing about that, Wolf, is sometimes it makes me hard to believe that GTA Online takes place in the same universe as GTA 4. But, what I'll say is, with, like, with the violence in, like, movies and games today, like, people were ranting at, like, Rambo, like, the critics, the Rambo Last Blood, when that movie came out. And I saw that movie 2 years ago. And what I'll say about it is that they were going crazy with the, I didn't do pretty well, but it's okay, it's whatever. I was a little bit tired. But, with Rambo, for instance, the critics were attacking Rambo, and they were saying this movie is too violent. You know, Rambo kills too many people, Rambo's too brutal, and all this other stuff. That's the whole point of the Rambo series, is it's an action movie. It's gonna be violent. You know, complaining that a Rambo movie is too violent, that's like one of the stupidest things ever. That's the whole point of the movies. And there was like one review I remember that I read, where it was like, it said that like Rambo killed more people than Jason Voorhees did in like Friday the 13th. And that's like the stupidest comparison that I can possibly think of, because for one, Jason Voorhees is an undead serial killer, where Rambo is actually a good guy. So it's like every single person that Rambo has killed in all of the movies, and I've seen every single movie, every single person that Rambo has killed in all 5 of those movies were bad people. Every single people. Even the cop that he killed in the first movie was a bad guy, because the cop was shooting at him from the helicopter when he was taking cover. Rambo had no weapons. The cop had really no authority to do that. So when Rambo threw the rock at him, that was in self-defense. So there was like every single person that like that cop was out to kill him. So there was like every single person that like Rambo has killed are bad people. That's like no comparison to like to Jason Voorhees. Like these critics are just stupid. They don't know how to review a movie. Thank you, Dexter, for the super chat. Pretty far up north here. Let's see here. Okay. Most moral GTA protagonist of Vic Vance. Do I still have faith in the Red Dead community? Oh yeah. Because, I mean, just look at the support, and thank you, Fantastic Mob, but look at the support that this Save Red Dead Online campaign has gotten. It's gotten tons of support. It's so big. So yes, I have faith in the Red Dead community. I don't have much faith in Rockstar, but I have a lot of faith in the Red Dead community. I'm gonna play some poker here. I'm gonna go into game chat, guys, because I gotta be in game chat to play poker, but I'm gonna leave the posse here to play a poker match. I'll still do the poker match, here.
The hell put my boot.
Two pair kings and fours. Oh, he's probably gonna win. Yeah, the middle guy's probably gonna win. Oh, two pairs aces. Oh. Okay. Ow. Do you think Rockstar will make a public announcement addressing the save? No, because then they would have to admit how much they messed up. But I think they're probably, if they do respond, I think what's going to happen is I think that they are just going to put on the newswire, we're releasing another update, you know, in the month or two or whenever, but I don't think they're going to actually, like, admit to it, because by admitting to it, they would have to be admitting that they messed up. Here we go. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Fernando, and rest in peace, then Bob Saget. Somebody might have a royal flush here if they got 2 heart cards. Yeah, if somebody has 2 hearts, they could probably have a royal flush. If he doesn't have an ace or a royal flush, I'll win this. Damn, he has an ace. Bro, you keep saying the people playing GTA Online are the same people demanding GTA 6, but that doesn't make sense for them to be the ones going to GTA Online posts and saying no one cares, where's GTA 6? I didn't say that. Thank you, Coyote. I said that the people who are saying that the people who are specifically saying that Red Dead Online is not profitable and that GTA Online is profitable. Obviously, not everyone, but lots of those people I've noticed, the people that are saying that Red Dead Online isn't profitable and so therefore it deserves to be screwed over for GTA Online. A lot of those people I noticed are also constantly demanding GTA 6 when they don't even realize that GTA Online is a huge part of the problem on why GTA 6 isn't out yet. But thank you for the super chat there, Coyote. Yeah, Royal Flush is based, it's a flush where it's where you have, like, the same type of cards, like hearts or spades, like 5 of those. And a straight is where you have them in order. Why do you think that Dimitri is more evil than Tenpenny? Because Tenpenny doesn't really hide who he is. Dimitri, on the other hand, pretends to be this good friend of Nico when he's just manipulating him. I don't know, they're both pretty dangerous characters, Wyatt. I don't know why he folded. If you could just check, you're not really losing anything more. I just worry GTA 6 won't live to expectations solely because Rockstar has lost a lot of the names that built the GTA games. Dan Houser and Leslie Benz, these massive names, both guns. Your thoughts? You can see it. I mean, just look at, like, GTA Online. Look at the state of the GTA trilogy, for instance. This guy might be bluffing. Let's see. No, 3, he's not bluffing. Oh, well, lost it. But, I mean, you can see, like, for instance, the neglect Red Dead Online is getting. Constantly milking GTA Online. The state of the GTA trilogy. No announcement of a new game anytime soon. GTA Expanded and Enhanced. You could argue that a lot of that is because they lost, like, these important people like Leslie Benzies and Dan Houser. Thank you, Mr. Anti-Ant. Did I see your super chat? And no, I didn't, Mario. What did you ask me earlier? Let me see here. No, I don't see it, anymore. Okay. I think that's the 3D universe is well established, and I think it should stay separate from the HD universe. Oh, let's check here. Okay, I'll see you, Riley. I don't think Tommy would really have any reason to kill Vic Vance. I played the original Ace Attorneys. Let's check here. Let's see what cards we get. I'm doing pretty bad in this poker match. They are gonna run out of content. I don't think people realize that for GT Online. I did Max Payne 3, but I could play the old games one day. Totally agree. It's easier for them to just touch up GT Online instead of building a brand new game. It's a shame that Rockstar's turned into Benzies and Hausers Benzies and Hauser meant everything to the success of GTA. Yep. It is unfortunate what they have done to GTA. When just GTA did their games in total. What Red Dead got, it doesn't deserve this. Is LA Noire realistic? No. I don't know how they do. I'll tell you this. I don't know how they do, like, the, I don't know how policing was back then in the 40s, like, in comparison to today. I imagine there aren't as many rules as today, but I can tell you, from a law enforcement perspective, because even though I was never in law enforcement, I did graduate in, you know, bachelor's in law enforcement tech. That's what I originally wanted to do. LA Noire, a lot of the cases, you know, the way that stuff is handled is not realistic. The thing that makes me cringe the most in LA Noire is, like, when he picks up, like, evidence, like, with his hands. Like, he picks it up and gets his fingerprints all over that. I mean, that's for the game, so you pick it up and examine it, but it's not like that in real life. In real life, when you find a piece of evidence, what happens at the crime scene is that they take, the crime scene, technician will come on over, they'll take 2 pictures of where the evidence was found. So they'll walk up to it, they'll photograph it at least 2 times, they'll document it, and then they'll use gloves, and then they'll put it in, like, a bag, and then they'll put it in the chain of custody, which is, like, basically a big chain of evidence. And you can see, you know, who had access to that and everything like that. But yeah, I would say that LA Noire is just not realistic in that aspect. And, like, it's like some of the other cases in LA Noire. It's just some of the way that the questions are asked, like they're asked in like a very aggressive manner, like right away. And also, I think there was like one scene in LA Noire where there was like, wasn't there like one scene where there was like a few people that were being interviewed at the same time? That almost never happens. You never do something like that. You never have like, you never interview two people at the same time. In movies and like TV shows and detective movies, you'll have like two people being interviewed at the same time. That doesn't happen. You interview people one-on-one just to see what they say. Because when you're interviewing two people at once, they can kind of try to correct each other's stories, and they'll be like, no, that's not what happened, this happened, and then he's like, oh yeah, that happened. And so like it's not a very accurate statement that you get when you interview like when you interview two people at once. Thoughts for a new top 5 series, the best final missions in the GTA series ranked, related to storyline. Get Lost from the Lost and Damned was amazing too. Thank you, Mr. Anti. I have plans for something like that, but when I do it, I'm going to do like more lore-related content on the missions, like, you know, crazy things that happen in missions and stuff like that. It might be like dark moments in missions. But I guess I'll be probably wrapping up the stream here. I'm a little bit tired. I didn't get much sleep last night, but thank you everyone for participating in the thank you everybody for participating in the stream, and thank you everybody for who super chatted, came by, and you know supports Reddit Online getting another update. Thank you, GT. I hope the best for Reddit Online in the future. Thank you, man. Yeah, and also like the police can lie to you. Like when they say like in the TV shows, when they say like your partner told us everything, that does happen. You know, the police can say that the other guy gave you up already. So that is one thing that is kind of realistic that they do in TV shows. But if you guys enjoyed the stream, do drop a like, and I'll try to do more Red Dead streams, and we'll see if this campaign does anything. I'm not gonna really make another video about the whole Red Dead Online, save Red Dead Online thing, unless there's some new info. I'll keep tweeting it out, like this hashtag save Red Dead Online, but I'm probably not gonna make another video because I've already done 2 videos talking about it. But I'll we'll see if it does anything. If Rockstar replies or anything, then I'll definitely do a video on that. I'll comment on Optimus's video. I'll look at it. Thank you guys for thank you guys again for watching. I hope that you guys all have a great rest of the Sunday afternoon. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take